This help video is for Math Quiz 1.06, Least Common Multiple. To be successful in this quiz, you have to understand what least common multiple means. Least common multiple is the smallest number that two other numbers have in common that are multiples of those numbers. We can use our multiplication chart to help us with this exercise. So, let's look at the first question. What is the least common multiple of 6 and 12? Alright, well first I want to list my multiples of 6. To do that, I'm going to go back to my multiplication chart and look at this row here. These are multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. So let's list those over on our other page. 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay, that's all we have to do. And let's find multiples of 12. Going back to our multiplication chart, we look at our 12 row. We have 12, 24, 36, 48. So let's go list those over here. We start with the number 12, 24, 36, 48, and we can stop. Now let's compare our two lists. Look at here. We have a 12 in common on both of them. We have a 24 in common for both of them. If I were to go another time here, 36, we would have 36 in common. But the lowest number, the least number, the smallest number they have in common is a 12. That's the least common multiple. Let's look at the next question. The next question asks you the same thing. It gives you two different numbers and asks you what the least common multiple is. So, if you list your multiples of 6 and your multiples of 10, you will find the smallest number that they both have in common. You have to start with 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay? Let's start. Count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now compare your two lists to find the smallest number they both have in common. This question 3 asks you what pairs of numbers out of the 3 listed have the least common multiple of 30. So I would just look at your multiplication chart between 6 and 3. Here's 6's. There's 30 right there. And 3, there's 30. But do they have other ones in common? Smaller ones? Yes. 12s. So it wouldn't be the first one. So you have to list them and then compare your lists. Question number 4 asks you what the least common multiple of 2 and 11 is. Again, I would list all your multiples of 2 and all your multiples of 11 and compare that list and see which one has the smallest numbers in common. And question number 5 says, an art teacher is distributing supplies for the art class. Every 4th student, that's important right there, every 4th student and every 7th student gets something. Every 4th student gets paint, and every 7th student gets crayons. Which student gets both paint and crayons? Well, you need to find the least common multiple between 4 and 7. And that will give you your answer. So you need to list your multiples of 4 and list your multiples of 7 and see which number is the least common multiple.